Hello and welcome to the CEO table with Bernadette L. Harris. I am the business truth teller you didn't know that you needed. Pull up a chair. This is where strategy, sanity, and legacy take center stage. Today we are going to talk about something that a lot of people don't want to talk about out loud, or even admit out loud, and it's that you are exhausted. You're doing all the things, right? You built your business that is fully dependent on you, your time, your energy, your brain power, and the return isn't matching the input. You're not lazy, you're not ungrateful, you are just overworked and underpaid. And it is time for us to break the cycle for good. So here's the truth: the problem isn't your work ethic, it is your business structure. When your business structure is broken, you will end up playing every role in your business. You are the expert, you are the admin, you are the marketing team, you're the bookkeeper, you're the customer service rep, and you're wondering why you are drained. And sometimes your creativity may be blocked, and you may even have gotten to the point where you question entrepreneurship and whether or not it is worth it. So today I want to walk you through how to structure your business so it works for you and not against you. So let's talk about this, and we're gonna do it in three different moves, three different things that I want to share with you before we leave here today. The first move is to define what enough looks like. I think that every business structure or every business, we have a tendency to try to follow what everyone else says, right? What everyone else says your business should look like, what everyone else says as far as how much time you should be working, how much money you should be making, how many people you should be employing. But I want you to take a moment to define what enough looks like. Before you restructure, before you have to set another goal or anything like that, I want you to look at or ask yourself, what is enough? Uh, so how much money is enough? Are you trying to make all the money in the world, or do you want to be able to pay your bills and do some of the things that you enjoy doing? And how much money is that? How much money does it take to be able to do those things? How many hours is enough? Are you trying to work 20 hours a week? Excuse me, 20 hours a week, 40 hours a week? God knows, not 60 or 80. How much is enough? Are you looking to maybe take summers off to spend time with your kids? Or do you want to be like me and take Fridays off? Whatever it is, what is enough? Um, do you want your team? Do you want a virtual team? Do you not want a team? Do you want to be solo? If you don't define what enough looks like for you, you will keep chasing something. It's like you'll be chasing a squirrel in the park if you don't know what is enough. So once you know what enough is, then you know when you're full. Otherwise, you're going to continue to be empty. So the second move that I want you to make in your business is to rebuild your business model around your capacity. And here's where you have to get strategic. You don't need more clients or more time. You need a model that supports the life you want, right? So ask yourself, what services bring in the most return on investment, ROI, with the least amount of stress? Look at the services that you're offering. Which of those services bring you the most money in? Which of those services is something that you can do with the least amount of stress? Those are the services you want to double down on, right? Which offering feels like a drag or a uphill batter, like you're pushing a boulder uphill? Look at those services because maybe it's time to let those go. And the last question that you want to ask yourself is, where am I bleeding time and energy? What is taking the most time and energy? And it's almost like a time suck, right? And so trim the fat, right? Simplify your offerings. raise your rates, outsource what drains you, or get rid of it, right? Even if it's just a few hours a week, these are all ways that you can structure or rebuild your business around your capacity. So, I'm not going to keep you very long, but the third move is to build for sustainability and not survival. A sustainable business has systems, and I talk about this all the time, right? And so you have to have systems in place because that is how you build for sustainability. You have to have boundaries in place. You have to have breathing room in place in order to build a sustainable business. If your business only works when you're working, then that means you're the bottleneck. And that means nothing happens when you stop working. So when you take a vacation, what happens? When you get sick, what happens? If you have a family emergency, what happens? That bottleneck is you, and you have to look at how do you fix that, right? So here's the shift. Instead of asking, how can I do more? Ask, what can I do so that this runs without me? And it doesn't have to run without you continuously. That may be a stretch, and that may cause you more stress than anything. But knowing that you can step away and things can still get done. So that's when you want to look at automating, right? What is it in your business that you can automate? Then you want to look at delegation. What are the things in your business that you can delegate? And delegation is a tough one because most people don't know how to delegate. Delegate is not saying, hey, I don't want to do this and I'm just going to give it to so and so, because giving it to someone else means that you have to train them. You have to onboard them on how to actually do that thing that you want them to do, right? Create SOPs. SOPs are so important and intimidating at the same time because people think, oh, SOPs, oh my gosh, it's going to take me forever to write my SOPs. But your SOPs could be videos. And so, one of the things that I've done in my business is create videos of me doing certain things. And so, this video is just an explanation. So, it's not no pages and pages that nobody ain't gonna read, and I know that's grammatically incorrect. It's okay. But a SOP doesn't have to be that big thick manual that we know of from years and years ago. An SOP can be a video library. It can be short little steps. It's just documenting your processes so that that you do it the same way each time, and you give each customer the same experience. And two, SOPs help you with delegating to other people because you have a document that says this is how it's done. And then you also want to look at your client expectations. Are they clear? And are they realistic? Look at those things. These are all things that give you freedom in your business. So before I leave you, I want to leave you with a journal prompt. And this is, where in your business have you become the bottleneck? And what's one change that you can make to remove yourself from that bottleneck spot? Thank you for pulling up a table. I'm sorry. Thank you for pulling up a chair to the CEO table. Same time, same place next week, where strategy, sanity, and legacy meet. I will see you then. Have a great week.